choose our socks for success in all endeavors. Fortunes rises from the heel, and good luck for life.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, April 1, 2025. Today in history, 447 years ago today, British physiologist William Harvey was born. His works, On the Motion of the Heart and Blood and on the Generation of Animals, introduced the discovery of blood circulation and the heart's function. This breakthrough marked the start of modern life sciences and was a key milestone in the 16th century scientific revolution. Welcome to today's Ching Chow Morning News. Let's start with political updates. South Korea opposition leader Lee Jae-myung acquitted. According to Yonhap News Agency, the Seoul High Court recently overturned the conviction of Lee Jae-myung, leader of South Korea's largest opposition party, for violating the Public Office Election Act and acquitted him. Lee, leader of the Democratic Party of Korea, was previously accused of spreading false information during an election and sentenced to 1 year in prison, suspended for 2 years, with a 10-year ban on participating in elections. If the original verdict had been upheld, he would have lost his parliamentary seat and been ineligible for the presidency. This not guilty verdict is a major victory for Lee Jae-myung in his presidential ambitions. However, Lee still faces multiple ongoing judicial investigations, including the Daejeongdong land development case, the illegal remittances to North Korea case, and the private use of the Gyeonggi government corporate credit card case, which could affect his political future. Istanbul mayor removed from office. According to Reuters, the Turkish Interior Ministry recently announced that Istanbul mayor Imamoglu has been removed from office after a Turkish court formally arrested him for corruption. Following his removal, the Istanbul City Council is expected to elect an acting mayor in the coming days. Imamoglu, leader of the Turkish opposition Republican People's Party, is being investigated for allegedly supporting the banned Kurdistan Workers' Party. Authorities also accuse him and about 100 others of corruption. Azer, leader of the Republican People's Party, said they would appeal the ruling, calling it a conspiracy and politically motivated. The party is preparing to nominate Imamoglu as a candidate for the next presidential election. Ukraine and Russia agree to Black Sea ceasefire. According to comprehensive news from Moscow, the Kremlin recently released the results of talks between Russian and American expert groups in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Ukraine and Russia agreed to ensure shipping safety in the Black Sea, refrain from using force, and prevent commercial ships from being used for military purposes, aligning with the White House's earlier statement. Ukrainian President Zelensky expressed skepticism about Moscow's commitment to the agreement, stating that if Russia violates it, he will ask U.S. President Trump to provide weapons to Ukraine and impose sanctions on Russia. Zelensky also accused Russia of sending 117 drones to attack Ukraine recently, calling it a clear signal that Russia is not seeking real peace. Malaysia to form cyber force to tackle cybersecurity challenges. According to Kuala Lumpur News, the Malaysian Ministry of Defense is studying the establishment of a cyber force to address growing cybersecurity threats and disinformation activities. The cyber force will handle cyber threat intelligence, incident response, digital forensics, and active network defense. Additionally, the Ministry of Defense is recommending that defense spending be set at 1.5% of GDP by 2030 to ensure the armed forces are prepared to respond to complex security challenges. Earlier, Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad was hacked and extorted for $10 million, but Prime Minister Anwar refused to pay the ransom, emphasizing that the government would never compromise with criminals. He highlighted the increasing prevalence of cyber threats and stressed the need for specialized cyber forces to strengthen defense capabilities against cyber attacks, hybrid warfare, terrorism, drone warfare, and more. U.S. imposes 25% tariff on all imported cars. U.S. President Trump recently signed an executive order to impose a 25% import tax on all cars not made in the U.S., effective April 3. He stressed that the tariff will be permanent, with no negotiations or exceptions. The announcement caused a sharp decline in global automaker stocks. European automakers like Volkswagen, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz lost billions of euros, while Japanese brands like Toyota and Mazda, along with Korean and Indian automakers, saw stock drops. Canadian Prime Minister Carney called the tariff a direct attack on Canadian workers and announced a $2 billion Canadian strategic response fund to protect the auto industry. Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba said appropriate measures would be taken. Wildfires hit Thailand's Phao province, national park closed indefinitely. According to news from Bangkok, wildfire hotspots in Phao Province, northern Thailand, have been increasing, leading to air pollution in northern and northeastern Thailand. Authorities have decided to close the national park indefinitely to allow ecological restoration and prevent further wildfires, which are mostly caused by human activities. Local villagers often set fires for hunting or to encourage the growth of wild mushrooms. Data from the Thai Geographic Information and Space Technology Development Agency showed that due to the wildfires, PM 2.5 levels in 43 provinces were unhealthy, while 18 other provinces had dangerous PM 2.5 concentrations. U.S. discovers unprecedented organic compounds on Mars. According to Xinhua News Agency, NASA's Curiosity rover recently discovered the largest organic compound on Mars to date by analyzing rock samples. This suggests that chemical substances related to life on Mars may be more complex than previously thought. The discovery increases the likelihood that large organic molecules related to life can be preserved on Mars, easing concerns about radiation and the oxidizing environment destroying them. The team emphasized that the Martian environment may be more conducive to preserving complex organic molecules than previously imagined, opening new possibilities for organic chemistry on Mars. According to Chihua Daily, COMEX gold futures recently rose by about 1.6% to $3,100.50 per ounce, setting a record high. That's all for today's Qing Chao Morning News. Thanks for watching. Join us at the same time tomorrow.